Alright, welcome to the brand new course GitHub Action. In the next few hours, we're going to talk about GitHub Actions, what GitHub Action is, when should you use it. Before that, my name is Shantanu Das and I'm going to be the instructor and author of the course. In terms of introduction, I'm a site reliability engineer, aka infrastructure engineer with solid hands-on experience in Microsoft Azure technologies and Google Cloud. I've helped Fortune 500 companies with their DevOps practices around setting up their CI/CD of application infrastructure using Terraform, Pulumi, to name a few. I've been helping a few of the customers with SRE and chaos engineering practices as well. I actively create content on different social media platform, and a few of the courses of mine published into different platforms are a few of the top selling courses. So this was about me. Let's get into the course introduction. Before that, let's talk about prerequisite. We assume that you have basic knowledge of continuous integration and delivery. Even if you don't have, you're fresher or pretty new to this area, don't worry. This course is structured in such a way that it caters to the basic example and would be a recap for people who already know about it. We expect you to have a basic knowledge of YAML. Again, if you even if you don't have, again, we're covering very basic things right from scratch. Azure trial account, we expect you to have, it would be good to have an Azure trial account because we would be spinning up few of our infrastructure or resources onto Azure. So why this course? Why should you care about this course? If you're an administrator or infrastructure engineer who is responsible for availability of application or production environment, you should care about this course. If you're responsible for continuous integration and delivery of your application or infrastructure, you should care about this course. Someone who is responsible for infrastructure, creating infrastructure via automated fashion, you should take up this course, and obviously this course is curated for DevOps or infrastructure engineers. In terms of logistic, I pledge to have to make this course bit interactive. I would try to ask as many questions and answer them on behalf of you, so that kind of gives you a feel of what actually happens on a real life environment. I would try to create an inclusive learning environment and gonna keep this course as close to the real environment. And trust me, 90% of this course is 90 to 95%, in fact, course is built on a hands-on session and kept theory and PPT very minimal. Objective of the course: at the end of the session, we expect you to understand, first we're going to start off with introduction to GitHub Actions, what GitHub Action is and what it is not. We're going to touch base on the pricing and introduction feature and a few of the top features which has been used or provided by GitHub Action. Then we're going to start off with CI/CD for our application. Before that, we're going to set up all the prerequisites. We're going to set up a Java application directory right from scratch. We're going to build the project locally using Gradle W. We're going to push the Docker image to Docker Hub. All of this is going to happen locally. And then we're going to start defining our first GitHub Action YAML into our working repository. We're going to be building and deploying a Kotlin application, so it is as close to a real life environment. We're going to deploy a real life hello world program. We're going to do a Docker build on the runner. Whatever task we did in the previous step manually on the local, we're going to do it on the runner using GitHub Actions. We're going to learn about GitHub secrets, use the if condition on job failure. We're going to use GitHub Action to log into our Azure account. And we're going to create a cluster and authenticate with GitHub Actions. And then we're gonna touch base on a few of the real world practices like creating actions for Docker tasks, creating custom tasks to generate image version. We're gonna see how you could use GitHub environment variables, and we're also gonna use expression using the needs and output section. At the end, we're gonna understand how we would have a multi-staged environment for multiple customers or environment. So how it's gonna work is you're gonna watch the video, go to the GitHub repo which is mentioned in the resource section, copy the YAML and start writing the YAML or deploying resources onto your environment. Obviously, don't play on production environment, don't break anything on production. All right, that's about it. Let's get started with GitHub Action and get on the demo. Before that, we're going to touch base on the introduction and the pricing section. And after that, it's going to be all demos, which you're going to do over the next few hours. All right, I'll see you in a while. Thank you.